Hey y'all, welcome to Great Life Coaching. This is a new series I'm starting called Playing Games. Now, I apologize about this wind. I'm in the back of my land and it's kind of open back here, so it's windy. It's a beautiful day outside, and um, I have a lot of time to think, a lot of time to study psychology, a lot of time to study people, uh, time to watch videos, time to read, time to listen to music. Time, valuable thing, and I have a lot of it, and I'm thankful for that I'm in a position in my life that I can do that. Talking about life. In this series, I'm going to be talking about playing games. What does that mean? I believe we're all playing a game called life, and I know we all have heard that term before. Like if you're with somebody and they get mad at you and they ask why you're playing games with them, they're asking that question because somehow you either changed the rules or you broke the rules, right? So there's life, and within everybody's life, we have subcategories of life like job, family, all sorts of different things that in each different subcategory has different rules, right? So, game of life is what this series is called. Now, I'm not the first one to say life is called a game, or I'm not going to be the last person. This is just my thoughts, my theories on my experience with myself, my experience as a mental health professional, my experience talking to other people, and also the lived experience of people I've been around for a long time, best friends, spouse, kids, parents, all the things that made me who I am today. Now, I'm 46 years old, so almost half a century old, and I've learned a lot, and I have a lot more to learn, and I'm open to that. So, game of life. As you know, if you play sports or you've played card games or any kind of game you may play, there's rules to the game, and each game has a different rule. People either decide to follow the rules, they make their own rules, they break the rules, or they change the game. And life can be that way. So, life is from birth to 10 years old is got a different set of rules that you're part of, society rules, rules of your household, and then it changes. Supposedly you're a whole different person every decade. I think it's every 5 to 6 years you're a different person, or you should be, and hopefully you're improving. So this is all off the top of my head, y'all. If you watch it and you hear me going everywhere, I apologize. It's just stuff that I need to get out because I'm writing um, I'm not a book. I'm just writing a paper, and it's not intended for release. It's just something that I want to pass on to my family. Details about me they might not know, details that I forgot. That doing discussions like this is very therapeutic as well, and I love um, improving myself this way. So I want to focus on different rules, right? So depending where you live, you have state laws, you have local laws, you have, if you're going to school, there's several rules you got to follow. If you drive, there's rules of the road. And so that's one way we play life, right? So another way we play life is we define ourselves too. So this is not going to be appropriate or not appropriate. This is not going to follow everybody's opinion. This is my opinion on why or when I finally felt like I was a man, what I think a man would be. And one of my uh, people that I look up to as what a man should be is my dad. He set a fine, very good example for me. I didn't exactly end up like he was, but I took what he taught me and I either used it or didn't. But anyway, so three things that I can think of that brought me into manhood. Number one, being in fights as a young man or a teenager in high school or my early days in the army. I learned that I could get knocked down and it's okay. I'm going to get back up. I learned that having friends around, having a crew around, people I trust, helped me also avoid fights because either, if you're in a group, people aren't going to fight you, or you have positive people around you that are telling you it's not worth fighting. So fighting is a lesson learned in life, and I learned that as a young man or in high school. The second thing I think that brought me closer to being a man is serving in the military, not specifically just being in the military, but being deployed and actually being in combat. So I was a tanker. I saw combat, did combat, and that is a step up from fighting because you're actually dealing with death. So in college, we had a course. It was death, dying, and bereavement. We're always the second we're born, we're dying. We deal with death. We have family members, friends that die, and then after that happens, we have to go through a bereavement process, right? So dealing with death, like on a one-on-one basis during deployment, was a time in my life where I struggled, but I came out on the other end, and it's a great motivator for me. So I had friends that were killed in combat and I survived, right? So I could have survivor's remorse, but instead I use that as motivation to just think about, I've got to do better for not just for them or their family, but because I have the opportunity to continue to live, right? So that's one thing. So death, combat. The last thing I'll harp on today is the last thing I think that really made me a man is the marriage I'm in now. So my wife is very strong, strong-willed. I would say we're both alphas, and usually you think like alpha couples are, I don't know, toxic for each other, but I think it's the opposite. I think we're both strong. We both lift each other up. When one's down, the other one's still up, and vice versa. When it comes to parenting, we agree about 99.9% of the things we do with parenting, so that's key in the relationship. But I'm now defined as a husband, as a father. Those are just things that is a gift for me, and it realizes that even though I've been through harsh environments, I've been through fights, I've been through combat, that hard person of me is what enables me to care more for my family. So I would definitely give up my life for them, whether it be physical, mental, or whatever. I would I would do things in all my power to protect them from people, from things, as much as I can. So those are the three things that I define myself as a man. Everybody is going to have their own definition, of course. These are just my life trajectory. You might have different trajectory. You might have been in sports, and that help you work as a team and work on yourself individually so you can help the team out. Those are different things that you might help you define as a man. But I think defining yourself as a man is important these days because we seem to be losing that sense of, there's a lot of name calling out there, toxic masculinity, and what really that is just a selfish man and insecure man, which is dangerous. An insecure man is the most dangerous thing on the earth because those are the ones that do things to prove that they're not insecure. But anyway, it's a whole different conversation. So whatever your definition as man is, I hope you reach that, and I hope that's part of your life. I hope that's part of your game plan, because we need more people to define themselves as a healthy man. A healthy man promotes, does not degrade. A healthy man lifts up. They don't pull you back down. A healthy man congratulates his friend for a promotion and lives vicariously through other people's greatness. And a man is also being somebody who can tell your best friend or your spouse or kids that you think they're going down the wrong path or whatever. Speaking up, not necessarily imposing yourself, but just letting them know your opinion and explain why your opinion makes sense to you. If they listen to it or not, let go of your ego. It's just, you need to just say your piece. Anyway, guys, thank you for letting me ramble on. There'll be guests on this series later on. Thank you for watching The Game of Life, and I hope that you come out on top. Thanks for watching Great Life Coaching. I'll see y'all later.